and the judging and everything, so I have to do it to keep everybody kind of on the straight and narrow. And that's tough to do because sometimes the food's messed up. Well, just, not stuff you really want to eat. It's like, and her ingredient was sea slug. And I'm like, can we just pass? Let her stay in. Just don't make me eat it. But such is the nature of my job. Yes, ma'am. You wrote down a question. Sweet. You want to make some sock puppets with toe socks? No, because toe socks scare the hell out of me. And same for those shoes. I'd rather watch a python eat a pig than watch somebody walk around in those shoes. So no, I can't say that that's okay. I guess. That's a sock. Yeah, go for it. Just don't post any pictures, because I don't want to stop that. These things creep me out. Go ahead, ma'am.
I know that you've had people in your life, like your chiropractor, be part of your show.
Yeah, people in my life get drugged on the Good Eats. Yeah, my family's all been on Good Eats except for my wife. My wife, who's the executive producer and therefore signs everybody's check, is immune. She doesn't have to be on the show. She never wanted to be on the show, and because she writes the checks, nobody's going to push her around about it. But everybody else, a lot of other people in my family. My daughter's been in 15 shows, I think, 15 episodes. But I've kind of cut back on her because she's way too critical of me. She could get away with that, The crew likes that, We'll finish a take, and Zoe will be like, "Dad, I think you need another." Take that off an 11-year-old. What's that? Are you heckling? No, she doesn't tell me how to draw. She luckily or fly or any of those things. Luckily, the young man in the green cap. Which you technically should not be wearing indoors, young man. What's my favorite dish? Round, flat, balanced. Okay. You mean food? I don't have a favorite food. I'm an omnivore. I'll eat almost anything except trout ice cream. Anybody else? Yes. I lost my nutmeg 2 days ago. I lost my nutmeg actually in Milwaukee. I had my nutmeg was with me, and then it was gone. I owe you? What do I owe you, dude? Sorry? Okay, you bought my book. I like a quarter. You want some money back? I did have my nutmeg with me, and it was my special nutmeg, my favorite nutmeg, and now it's gone. I think somebody stole it. I think someone stole my nutmeg. So if anybody brought one, I'd be happy to have it. Guys, can you come up and bring me a nutmeg, ma'am? Please. We'll get into why you have nutmeg with you later, some other time. Just leave me out of nutmeg, because gosh, it doesn't feel nutless without it. Did you bring me a little bitty grater too for the nutmeg? I'll just use my tooth. That's what I usually do. I just want one. Oh, well here, I'll open the pack. Hold on. Thank you, ma'am. I owe you. Right now, I've got a nutmeg in my pocket. Take that, you thief, whoever you are. Thanks. You, boy, speak up. What? Has anybody else's cooking inspired me? Yeah, pretty much everybody's. I grew up in the kitchen of grandmothers and my mom and stuff like that. So those were my original inspiration, in the early days. And I would still say that just family cooks are still my favorite cooks, by and large. Yes, ma'am. How did I get the what? The waffleator? What was the waffleator? You mean the waffler, the person? Oh, the thing that eats the waffles? it didn't really eat the waffles. It was fake. So we pulled a panel out of the thing and we put in this thing and it was fake. We just built it. I'm sorry. But I'll get a real one. I'll get a real one. Okay? Don't count at me. Don't count. Please don't count. Yes, ma'am. What do I make that's better than my mom's? Since. No. What do I make better than almost everything? Better than my mom. My mom was able to cook right up until the time that I went to culinary school. And then as soon as I went to culinary school, she suddenly decided she couldn't cook anymore. Now she calls me up to ask me how to boil water and stuff like that. I think she just is mad that I haven't called. But she's still a pretty good cook. She's a recipe follower. Her great gift was timing things. I mean, she was a great entertainer. She could put on a dinner for 40 people and make it look really super easy. But all the food, is all for recipes, established recipes. She was pretty good at it. She still is. Anyone else? You, sir.
What advice?
Yeah, we'll do the little kid first and then the big kid behind her. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know you're the best cook in the state, right?
Do I know that I'm the best cook in the state? Country, probably. You're young. Thank you, young man. I'll pay you later. I'll pay you a nutmeg. All right, big kid behind.
What advice would you give to a big kid who is aspiring to be a reality TV host?
You want to be a reality TV host?
I do, yeah.
Why, you can't get a real job? Okay, here's what I would say. If you want, I don't know many reality TV people, okay? First thing I'd start to do is I'd start hoarding stuff. That would be number one. I would hoard stuff. I would try to probably learn some skills like hand fishing, catching fish. Move to a swamp, open a pawn shop. Marry a midget if you can, or a couple of midgets. That would be even better. That will find you'll really lay the basis for a reality TV series. And breed copiously. That would also. I leave out anything? Just about do it. Have you done any of those things already?
I got the midgets.
Okay. Well, that's a start. By the way, I think they like to be called. So, and if they would work in a pawn shop in the swamp, that would be best. Okay. You? Yes?
Recently on Twitter, I saw that you were talking to people about what to give up in their diet that was really bad.
Yes, I talked often on Twitter about things that are bad.
What was the hardest thing for you to ever give up?
The hardest thing ever to give up?
Food-wise, yeah.
Oh, diet soda. Yeah, diet soda was like way worse than smoking, because I smoked about 20 years ago, and quitting smoking was easy compared to giving up diet soda. Diet soda was, I turned into a horrible human being. It was serious. I mean, it was really rough, because all the culture around you is trying to get you to drink more of it. It's not like cigarettes that everybody says are bad. People don't do that. So, it's hard because of that. Society accepts the evil of diet soda. So, you? Is there a dish I haven't mastered yet? 1 out of every 10 pots of rice I make is really bad. And I don't know what happens, because, I do the same thing every time, and then every 10th one just becomes a solid, white mass of glue. And I don't know why, so what I do is I just automatically throw out the every 10th pot. I don't even open the lid, I just throw it away, because it's going to be bad. And I still make amazingly bad coffee by and large. I don't know why. My coffee on a day-to-day basis is just not great. I try, I do. I just have real high standards. It's one of those things where my taste is so much better than my abilities that, I can't seem to catch up with myself, I should get a job at, Starbucks or something. But I don't want to get the piercings. Do I have a favorite restaurant in this area? No, because I almost never get to eat here. Because on things like book tours, you don't get to stay long enough to actually eat anything. So I'll steal something off of a room service tray in the hotel. I'll go up and down the halls until I find part of a sandwich and eat that, because I won't get back in time for room service. All the restaurants will be closed, and I gotta fly out of here at 6 in the morning. So
Not the coins.
What?
Not 13 coins.
What?
13.
Oh yeah, where is that?
Bourne. Denny and Bourne.
And airport.
Okay, I understand something. I don't know where the hell I am. I know there's a bunch of water and it's in wind and rain. I don't know where I am. Yeah, I know kind of where I am. And I know where I'm sleeping. And I kind of know the route between the two, but I don't know where that is. But when we meet later, maybe you can tell me where it is. And I'll go there before I go home to the place that I'm going. Don't go? Bad? Is it bad? We could like do the Jerry Springer show. Come up, we'll talk about. Because you say it's great, and she says it blows. All right, so see, this is what happens to me every time I go out. Yes, sir. Bearded one. Did you used to work at Starbucks? No? Because you got the metal work there for it. You're bad at coffee too. Well, perhaps you should have conquered the coffee before you got the piercings. Go ahead. Got it. Oh, I made that up. No, that was one of those things on Good Eats that was a complete lie. There have been a fair number of those for storytelling reasons. The truth is I never really had much of a southern accent. I was born in California. No, don't. Well, my mom and my dad were both from North Georgia, and they moved to California on their honeymoon, had me, raised me until I was 8 years old in North Hollywood, and then returned me to where they made Deliverance. Which is why I'm still not really 100% okay. But because of that, I never really had an accent. Do you want to get a southern accent? I mean, I can teach you how. Let me give you a hint. Nobody in the South talks like Paula Deen. Nobody. There are a lot of southern accents. None of them sound like that. We down there, we're like, where is she from? Miraculous. Yes, ma'am. Christopher Campbell said he's been mistaken. That's the guy that is the publisher of Cooks Illustrated. Really? Because I'm so much better looking than him. He could be like my nerdier older brother, maybe, but I have not been mistaken for Christopher Campbell. No, I have not. I've never even met him, actually. So, but no, I haven't been mistaken for him. Brad Pitt a couple times. Yes, you there, boy.
Which Iron Chef is your favorite?
Which Iron Chef is my favorite? Oh, no, I'm not going to fall into that trap. We're all precious little snowflakes. Beautiful human beings, fabulous artists. They're all wonderful. Yes. Are you going to see me compete on Iron Chef America? Not on your life. And I'll tell you why, because I don't want anybody to get a shot at my job. Because if I'm down there, someone else would have to be up where I am, and someone might realize, hey, this is easy. What? Well, no, but I'll tell you this, if I was going to compete on Iron Chef America, if I was to compete on Iron Chef Morimoto, on Iron Chef America, I would call out Morimoto. I would compete against Morimoto. But I'd make sure there wasn't a piece of seafood in the house. It would be like, and today's secret ingredient is beanie weenie! And then I would mop the floor with it. Because he'd be like, oh! What fish? No fish, buddy, not today. No kelp. None of that. And no knives either. No knives, no fish, no kelp. Just me. Yes, ma'am.
Working on the Food Network channel, really good friends and like little family.
Well, I haven't left Food Network. I'm still on Food Network. My contract is for another 2 years.